Hello Year 3, this is Mr. Harris. Welcome to today's maths lesson. Today's date is the 23rd of February 2021. And our learning objective for today is to be able to recognize a half. And we have three criteria here, success criteria. The first one is to recognize half of a whole. Then we are going to learn how to recognize half of a group. And finally, we will be able to split a whole or a group into halves. Before we get started, we have Fast 5 for you today. And today's Fast 5 is a little bit different. You need a pencil and a piece of paper and get ready to do some quick maths. Our Fast 5 for today is going to be these Daily 10 Mental Maths Challenge with just some addition questions. We're going to get 10 seconds for each, so let's go. Let's get ready. 11 plus 3, so that's 11. 12, 13, 14. 15 plus 2, so that's 15. 16, 17. We'll do the next one together and I'll leave you to do the rest by yourselves. 15 plus 5 is 15. 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. We can count with our hands to help us. Alright, good job guys, well done. I'm going to reveal all of the answers and you can check if you got them correct or not. Let's take a look. Okay, so getting back to our learning objective, the first piece of success criteria we had was that we were going to learn how to split a whole into halves. So we're going to go back to how we were thinking yesterday and the questions we were asking. First question is, what shape is this whole? We saw this yesterday, we should all remember that is a square. Now let's drop one line down and ask question number 2, how many parts is the whole split into? So you can see we have 2 parts. And then we ask, are the parts equal? I think we can agree that yes, they are equal. So now we have our shape that is divided into 2 equal parts. So what we call it when we have 2 equal parts is a half. So in this picture we have divided our whole into 2 halves. We can look at how we put this into numbers, and in order to do that we're going to shade one side green. So we have our whole split into 2 equal parts. One side is shaded green. Only one of the parts is shaded green. So first of all, we know we have 2 parts, so we put the 2 on the bottom and then we do a little line, and we have one of the parts that is shaded, so that's where we put our 1. The top number we call the numerator and the bottom number we call the denominator. So remember those words, the top number is the numerator and the bottom number is the denominator. Let's look at another example. What shape is the whole? It's a circle. How many parts is it split into? 2 parts. Are the parts equal? Yes. So that means that we have halves again. We've got two halves in the whole. So we have a half and a half. Let's look at how we can put it into numbers by shading one of the parts. And because we have two parts, we will put a 2 on the bottom. Then we will do our line. And one of them is shaded, so we will put our 1 at the top. So that is 1/2. The top number, or the bottom number, excuse me, is the denominator. And the top number is the numerator. One more example here. Let's ask those questions. What shape is the whole? It's a triangle. How many parts is the whole split into? I hope you can see we have 2 parts. And finally, are the parts equal? Again, I hope you can see that the parts in this case are equal. So let's shade one side and write out our fraction in numeral form. We know we have 2 equal parts, so there is our 2 equal parts, and then we put our line. And how many parts are shaded? 1 part is shaded. And who can remember what we call the top number? The top number is called the numerator. And how about the bottom number? Can anybody remember? The bottom number is called the denominator. Okay, hello Year 3, and this is Mr. Harris again. We have another task for you today. For this task you will need a piece of A4 paper, and you're going to divide the piece of paper into 3 strips like this. So we got 1, 2, 3 strips, and we need 2 lines to make them. A piece of A3 paper is 21 centimeters wide, so if you just go 7 centimeters and draw a line, and then another 7 centimeters and draw a line, you will have 3 strips. Here is our paper with the 3 strips, 1, 2, 3. And what we're going to do is divide the top strip into a half. So a piece of A4 paper is just under 30 centimeters long. So if we go just under 15, ever so slightly, that should be about a half. So just about here. And we can split the whole into 2 equal pieces. And then we are going to write in each piece, we have 1 out of 2 equal pieces, which is our half, and another half here. So I would like you guys to keep hold of this. Do not throw it away, because we're going to finish the middle strip and the bottom strip over the next couple of weeks. But we've done the first one for now, which is our half. We can also use this website to make our fraction strips. So I will put a link to this below and you can check it out. But to make our half, we need to increase the denominator to 2. And there it is. There is our half. And we can slide it in to the top bar there. For the second part of our success criteria, we have to know how to split a group into halves. So for that, we are going back to the website with the bears, or if you had some counters, I saw many of you did from the photos yesterday, which is awesome. Get your counters out and we're going to make a start splitting our groups into halves. As well as being able to split a whole into 2 parts, we also need to be able to split a group into 2 equal parts. So we are back with our bears. And how many bears can you see that we have here? Let's give them a count. 1, 2, 3, oh, he's moved. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So we have 8 bears, and we want to split this group into 2 equal groups. So let's work systematically like we did yesterday. Is that 2 equal groups? We have 2 groups, but are they equal? Not yet. Not quite yet. And there we go. They are equal. Now we have 2 equal groups. So we split our original 8 bears into 2 groups of 4. And what I would like you to do today for task 2 is to use this website with the bears, or use the counters you used yesterday. I saw some in the photos and that was really awesome to see. But we're going to take 10 of the counters that you have and try and divide 10 into 2 equal groups. When you have divided 10 into 2 equal groups, I would like you to have a go at dividing 18 into 2 equal groups. Very good job if you stuck with me through the test today. We have learnt how to split a whole into 2 equal parts, and we have learnt how to split a group into 2 equal parts, and we know now that that is called a half. We know that when we write a fraction, the top number is called the numerator, and the bottom number is called the denominator. So, great job today, guys.